it's not too big of a risk if we out here paying bums
Yeah, I mean,
anyway.
Kevon
I'm just
Looney
saying,
got
bro. It's
$6
like
million.
no, I agree. I'm not saying. I'm just saying from a Warriors perspective, bro. They've as we can see, we're already in a situation where it's like, look, we got guys who are injured, Jimmy, and guys who are old. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we signing guys that are injured and that are there's a good chance that they're not gonna play? Just sign somebody else that at least has some kind of a track history of saying they're gonna be here. They're gonna be available. I don't know how good they're gonna be, but shit, we don't have to be worried about him fucking being. We don't even know what he has. What's wrong with him? He's sick.
He got AIDS.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This dude got AIDS or whatever, bro. Like, how can you sign that?
I do wonder how much Mike Dunleavy in the front office knew.
They
You
did
know,
know, bro. They
How
no,
do
knew.
you,
I
They,
how
said
they
the
didn't.
fuck
They
he
no,
didn't
I
passed the
care.
said
The only
physical,
reason
dog?
Golden State wanted
that's what I'm
Porzingis is he
saying.
was an expiring contract. They knew he was cooked physically.
Exactly,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
They knew. You think they didn't know? They're
They
like, yeah,
wanted to
No, I
get. They
literally
just
said
wanted
that's what I'm
Kaminga
saying.
up out of there, bro.
bro. They're silently
Yeah.
punting, guys.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's what's tough about the situation with the Warriors right now is because like we have to kind of be a play-in team too. Like we're not going to be bad enough to fall out of the play-in. That's just not going to happen. So it's kind
unless
of
you
like
just go on
it's
an
it's
epic
this like
losing
this really
streak.
fucking shitty situation where we all know it's over, but like we're still going to end up being in the
Well,
play-in,
I
and
will
instead of
say,
playing,
bro,
they're going to try to win, but there's literally no point.
I don't know. There is a world where Ja is supposed to be coming back. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Ja is supposed to be coming back.
Dude,
Edie is supposed.
Memphis is tanking. No.
I know, I know. I'm just
Yeah,
hoping
for
that the
sure.
Warriors could tank harder. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Let me ask you this:
that's
the
tough.
Warriors
That's
got
tough.
the Warriors have their pick no matter what this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, they should have tried tanking it, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
hey,
it's
you
too
got.
late now, though. They've won too many games.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, it
Yeah, they're
sucks,
in a
bro.
tricky spot, bro. They're in a real tricky spot.
But
I
but
don't
it
know.
is a deep draft, so Golden
Yeah, that's
State
what I'm
should get a
saying.
good
I was
player,
gonna
even if
ask,
they
do
don't
y'all
get a
watch
top
college?
10
Because I
pick.
don't watch. I don't know who's good. You know what I mean? Coming out of college.
There's a lot. There's a lot of good players coming out this year.
If
Yeah,
The
dude,
if
Spaniard
it's
somebody
could
a
end up being like
loaded
an
class
all-time
this
if
draft.
year.
somebody is a 9 and 10 seed in the end of it, right? They still can go get a high pick. Like the
Exactly.
lottery ball could fall your way.
Exactly. And,
It's
you know,
possible that we get some kind of Mavericks
you
luck.
never know. Yeah, I could see it, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Spurs. Have you ever played the lottery sim shit? And it says Spurs get the Hawks top 3 pick. I feel like that's gonna happen. I feel like somehow the Spurs magically gonna get a top 3 pick, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, and like don't
the worst kept secret in the NBA is that the draft lottery is rigged. When Derrick Rose, who's from Chicago, came out, the Bulls
Yeah.
got the top pick,
LeBron.
even though Chicago had almost a zero chance of getting that pick. The Cavs got the number 1 pick 3 straight years, so LeBron could go home. And the NBA wants Wemby to be the face of the league. They want to help the Spurs.
Yeah,
I ain't
but
gonna lie. I really thought it's easy to say it now in hindsight, but this is probably the only time I've ever thought that. I actually did think Cooper Flag was going to Dallas. I did think that was so rigged.
Oh
I
no,
mean
yeah, but here's
he
the thing: the
seems
same
like that
thing
type of
happened
player too.
when
Dallas.
New Orleans traded 80 to the
yeah,
Lakers.
they got
They
Zion.
randomly got the number 1 pick
Yep,
and got
yep.
Zion.
It
Got
always
Zion.
happens like that.
If you
Yeah,
play
bro.
ball,
So
you get the ball.
You right, bro.
Nah, the Zion shit crazy as hell. So, it's funny. Zion is really he really had so much fucking hype, bro, just for him to be what he is now.
I think he's getting traded.
I'm so not
But
surprised by the Zion thing though.
the Zion thing about him getting traded, I see it
he was a
happening, but I
YouTube
think
This
player.
but,
offseason, bro. I think
but
it's happening this offseason.
nobody gonna pay a bag for him, bro.
You don't have to. That's a good thing. It means his value's low. You get him at a discount.
I know. I'm saying it's good for the other team, but the thing
Yeah.
is like it all depends. Like if I'm a
Well, bro,
contender, I'm not
that's what they
trading for Zion.
but that's what they trap. But see, this is what I'm saying. It's similar to in my opinion, when like Jimmy was here to replace Kaminga's spot because they were keeping Draymond. They drafted Derek Queen so that's gonna. I mean, I'm not saying that he and Zion are the same player, but they play similar style. They play around the same spots on the court. Derek Queen got drafted to replace Zion. Zion is not going to be in the Pelicans next year.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I just
I
Yeah,
don't
don't
see.
know.
they
'Cause
need
the
to
thing is,
break
they're not
up.
going to get much if they trade him, and I'm not sure they're willing to trade him and get almost nothing.
Well, the fucking Hawks is a prime example of that when they traded Trey Young for nothing.
Exactly, bro. And AD.
Yeah, but the difference is Trae Young had a lot of money left on his contract because Trae Young has a player option for almost 50 million. So Atlanta wanted to get off his contract. Zion's contract is not huge. The problem is he just never plays. And he's also he scores 90% of his points in the paint. He's just not that good of a player either.
Yeah.
I just don't think, because at the end of the day, even if he not on no
Well,
50
actually,
million a
bro,
year,
I just looked, and this is what I thought. His contract is not fully guaranteed.
Yeah, his contract's not that bad.
Yeah, so I think he's gone, bro. I think he's gone. I mean,
how much is he on right now? Like 35?
like 35, but he's on a remember they put that non-guaranteed shit because he was
Yeah, they
hella
put all
fat.
these weight clauses in the contract because they knew his fat ass was never in shape.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not gonna
gone,
lie,
bro.
that's hella funny he accepted it.
Shit. That's what
Nah,
I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying they're gonna get Zion, but there's going to be guys available. There's gonna be motherfuckers moving around just like every other offseason.
I think the thing is the Warriors are in such a tricky spot. I think Dre said it earlier about the fact that you don't want to really make one of these big time moves unless it's like you're really going to become a contender. And I think that like you don't want to like trade a haul for somebody who's not going to put you in that contender status. And I feel like there's a lot of these players that you could mention that you could get, and yeah, you could say it's an upgrade on what you got, but is it enough to where it makes sense? Like, why trade away your future if it's not really going to change the now?
I get it. I get it. I'm not saying, but I don't. That's the thing, bro. I don't think you have to. I don't think that making a trade or making a move is equivalent to saying we have to give up all of our future picks for when Steph's not here. I don't think that's one
Well,
and the same.
then are you just trying to go lateral or like what's up?
I mean, I do think that I'm still of the belief that, and I'm highly critical of the Warriors, um, and their talent and what they can actually be. I'll tell you right now, after 23, I didn't think that this team was ever going to win a title again. But I do think that there is still a place to have Steph Curry on this team because I do think that this dude's got another 2 or 3 years of high level basketball, of building a team that can compete. And competing doesn't mean we have to beat, because I just don't see a world where they're passing up OKC. You know what I mean? But
I'm
I
not
do
gonna
think
lie,
there's
bro. Last year I thought y'all was going to conference finals when if Curry don't go down, bro. I don't know, bro. To
Yeah,
be
no, you're
honest.
right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, other than I look at OKC and I look at the Spurs as the teams in the West that I'm like, and I'll still put Denver there currently as like, okay,
Yeah,
those are the three. But when I'm looking at and Minnesota is approaching that because of Ant. But outside of those teams, to me, there's those other. I'm not big on Houston. I'm
yeah.
not as big on the Suns as you guys. I've heard people praising the Suns. I think they're cool.
Nah,
I'm not going.
it's just a good story. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone.
I don't. I'm That's
Yeah,
not a
but
serious
all
team to me.
all of those teams are going to get better next year. Wemby's going to be better next year. All these
No,
young
I
players
agree.
are going to get
Spurs are
better.
gonna go to the finals
Yo,
next year.
no, that's what I'm saying, bro. I don't think the Warriors can be better, but I just think that there's a world that the Warriors can put out a competitive team that's going to win high 40s, possibly low 50 games, and you can say, look, man, we got Steph, we got Jimmy, we got whoever we're going to get in this offseason when we remake, revamp this roster a little bit, and we're just going to go to war and see what the fuck happens. And I think that if you're looking at anything more than that, you're delusional.
Yeah,
I,
but
If you're
I
if
don't
you're
think
I would agree
I
with
don't think
you.
Jacob
So
wants
then the
to
thing
do
is,
that because
Even
I think
Jimmy
I,
from
does
I
the
Jacob's
same.
I would
perspective,
agree with I would agree with him if the fact that Jimmy is not going to be injured probably half of next season,
yeah, and Green
In
is finished
37.
as well. He's done. He has a player option for 30
right?
million
And
next year.
Porzingis and Horford are probably not going to be.
Porzingis ain't gonna be, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Porzingis is not gonna be
Porzingis
here
not
next year.
going to be there. Horford
Yeah,
is
he's
going
just
to
gonna
get a year
retire.
older. Like,
Yeah, Horford. I'm not talking about. But to be honest with you, bro, I just think a lot of those guys, you can you can build, get new versions of
Yeah,
those
but
guys.
it would take
I
a
just really
minimum
believe
of
that.
4 first-round picks for the Warriors to put a 50-win team on the floor next season, because Golden State would have to move off Green. That would take a first-round pick. If they want to move off Green and get a player of value, it would take 2 first-round picks to move off Butler's contract and get a player of value. And so my point is, for Golden State to put a 50-win team on the floor, Lakeup would have to be willing to trade 3 to 4 first-round picks, and he has not shown the willingness to do that for anyone but Giannis.
How many wins
I
do
don't
you
know.
think they were capable of this year before Jimmy going
Right
out?
around 46, but even then, that implies Steph can stay healthy.
Okay, so you
Well,
thought
I
they were
think
around
the big
46.
problem though is
But
that
Jimmy's going to miss half the year.
Yeah, I think the big
he'll be back
problem is
after
like
the
where
All-Star
like
break.
the organization and the front office are like pretty terrible at like drafting contracts. So I mean like Jimmy's contract is just insane. And then like even just before that, like look at Poole's contract. I mean, like look at Wiggins' contract. Now Wiggins is cool. Like Wiggins is decent. Like I got nothing against him, but look at those freaking numbers, man. Especially Poole. Like that's what's killing us like from the start. Like because you got to remember, like, if you're going to give up those contracts and then these players are going to decline or they're going to age, who's going to take on those contracts if you want to trade them?
Yeah, but the other thing is,
I
there's
agree with
no
that.
way Golden State can go laterally. The Warriors are either going to get significantly better, significantly worse, because Green's going to be a year older, Butler's going to be a year older, Curry's going to be a year older. And so if the Warriors don't make major moves, they're not going lateral. They're going to get worse. Those older players are not going to be
I
as good.
agree.
They're going to be more injury prone too.
I know. I'm saying like a lot of this stems from the fact that we made some horrible contract decisions that like led up to all of this. Like the only contract that I could justify like probably now is Steph's contract, just because of the production he's giving. Draymond's contract, I heard it the whole night, like the 28 million or whatever it was for the or the player option for next year. Like holy crap! Like that's a huge mistake right there. You know,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
Wiggins'
I mean,
contract
look,
was
like
not a
without
bad
the
contract.
whose
Wiggins'
contract? Sorry.
at 28 million. That was not a bad contract.
Not at
No,
all.
like that one was decent. Like I won't say that one was terrible, but like Poole's contract, holy shit, that was terrible.
Yeah, but that was the going rate, bro.
Yeah, but
I
that's
don't.
just.
I
I
think
mean,
I think Poole's production would have followed that money had he been integrated into being the starting shooting guard and not being relegated to a bench piece, which he's not. He was better than Clay at the time.
Yeah, Golden State had to decide between Poole and Clay, and that they didn't make a decision.
Yeah, they should have just integrated Poole like he should have been. I mean, it was clear he was the future of the franchise in terms of guard play. Not saying he's the face of the franchise, but he was a future starting guard piece. That was obvious.
Yeah, part of the future. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think Poole's worth 30 million either way. But
Neither
if you're
do
going to
I.
pay him, you might as well start him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, keep in mind that was around. I'm pretty sure Emmanuel quickly got paid around that rate around that time. So
Look at him.
that was kind of the going rate at the time. So
Yeah, it wasn't that crazy coming off.
I
of a
totally forgot
championship.
about Emmanuel quickly.
no, yeah. I mean, again, Warriors have some tough decisions to make this offseason. Personally, I would definitely get off Jimmy's money at this point and hope the NBA gives you a top 10 pick. Hope and pray.
I think they are, bro.
But I don't think they're going to get off Jimmy's contract.
They're
I
not
mean,
getting
what,
off
like
it, bro. They're not.
the only reason I say that is because I said this on the last call too. They like Lacob pretty much made Jimmy write a letter to the season ticket holders saying, "Hey, I'm going to be back next year. We're going to do great. I can't wait to compete."
Yeah.
Blah blah blah, all this stuff.
Oh yeah, no. What's interesting too? Warriors just announced recently they're not raising ticket prices next year, which also makes me think they're not planning any big moves in the offseason. Because they've raised ticket prices year to year the last several years.
No,
What?
yeah,
They're actually not raising something in the Bay Area? Is that possible?
Nah,
no.
man.
If
They taxing us
anything,
for everything, bro.
if anything, if you're a Warriors fan, tend to your expectations because the only thing that I see happening is us getting off Draymond if he opts into that player option. That's the only thing I see happening realistically. So that may be the only thing, but beyond that, use the draft pick if you're gifted a good one, and sign some veteran guys and tinker the roster, and then wait on Jimmy to come back. That's really it.
And
Well,
I
the other thing I saw, and like before I get grilled for saying this or anything, Like, I know this is probably extremely unrealistic as well, but apparently there were rumors today saying that Steph and Draymond plan to like try to convince LeBron to come, like on a much cheaper deal. How do we feel about that? Like, I know it's
Okay.
ridiculous
Yeah,
myself.
but
I don't
LeBron
have
would
any
have
faith
to
in that.
replace Green for it to work. You
Exactly.
could never play with Green because neither of them can shoot. LeBron's 3-point shooting has gone to shit this year. LeBron would have to replace Green. He couldn't play with him.
Yeah, to be fair, that is the. I mean, if you're not an idiot, the plan is to get off Draymond. This house is gonna be opposite. Like if
Agreed,
Draymond,
yeah,
if you're not an idiot, get off Draymond Green. Cause bro,
I
think about it.
agree.
Think about it. Every time Draymond doesn't play, the Warriors thrive as an offense. It's almost as if Kerr's systems work when Draymond's not touching a basketball.
Yeah,
Just
and
saying.
if you replace Green with LeBron and you got LeBron at 20 million, I don't see it happening. But that move would make some sense.
That's
No,
a
yeah, I mean,
positive move.
if you okay, I don't even want to entertain this because it's LeBron. It's just unrealistic. But let's say it does happen. I mean, I wouldn't blame you for having hope in the Warriors if you got rid of Draymond, brought in LeBron, and signed some solid players off the bench. I mean, I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you for having hope. I mean, even I would.
I'm not gonna
I think
lie. You said
we'd be in the
he
mix.
said
We'd be in the
LeBron. He
mix.
said LeBron can't play next to Dre, and I see why you say that. But also Butler can't shoot either.
Okay, so the difference is that Draymond lacks two things, right? Even if you can't shoot next to Braun, if you have rim pressure, you can be something. Draymond has no rim pressure and can't space. That's a
You
problem.
think Butler gonna have a lot of rim pressure after his injury though?
Yeah, indeed, and he has a mid-range shot.
But his rim pressure gonna be ass coming off that injury, bro.
No, that's just you. That's just headcanon. I mean, you have just modern medicine, Brody.
Yeah, but Butler
Follow the
can
trend.
still do things off the ball that Green can. He can cut. He's not completely worthless off the ball, like Green is.
It would be a clunky fit though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ideal.
Dre's not gonna be here next year, guys.
No,
The
yeah,
only way,
yeah, he's done.
the only way I see him here, man, is if he.
A heavy discount, heavy.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Big
him
time.
opting out and they extend him for 2 years and basically say, look, Dre, you want to finish your career here, opt out for the 28. We'll give you 12, 13 over two, each year for 2 years, and you can finish your career here with Steph.
Yeah.
Would you guys be open to that?
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, if Dre
If he
came
cut
back,
it in half and said 14
no,
over 2 years, I
I,
mean, so I'm
I,
sorry,
I,
28 over
But
2 years
he's
instead
never
of
going
one.
to take 14 over 2
He
years.
won't
His
take
player
it.
option is
There's just
27.
way too much ego.
Right,
You're right.
and money has a time value. He's not going to take the only way Green would opt out of his player option is if he got 2 years, 50 million. That's not happening.
yeah.
Mm.
No,
I'm not gonna lie. If you told him 2 years 40, he would take it.
I don't think
2
so.
years,
The player
35
option's almost
maybe.
3
you'd be an idiot to only shave $7 million off that contract.
Yeah.
That's just bad asset management.
No, I'm
2
saying if
years,
you're him though,
35.
you would do it. I'm not saying
I'm
if you're the
asking you,
Warriors.
2 years, 35. Would you guys do it?
No,
Okay.
No.
How low would you need to go for it
bro,
to
I'm
be
not gonna.
something you do?
Green is probably Draymond's probably not even going to be in the NBA in 2 years.
Yeah, no.
You right.
Probably.
30.
I'm thinking like 14 mil a year, bro.
So
That's
that's
what I said. Cut
28.
it in
So
half.
28, 30, damn near same shit, bro.
That's what I said. Cut it in half. So
And,
if you
and even then, I'm really I've
He
I
not
said that.
taking no. He not
I
taking
said
2
that.
year money for that
I
1 year.
said that,
Bro.
but I'm really thinking 12, bro.
because okay, and
Yeah,
this
that'll
this is
never
all.
happen,
But hear
bro.
me out. This is all I'm saying, bro. Because what a lot of people aren't peeping and thinking about. So it's like, look, he can get traded somewhere because you can get off money on the NBA. So even if he does opt in, there's a world where he gets traded somewhere and they buy him out, and he's on the buyout market.
All
That's
right,
what happens to guys
let
all
me
the
ask you
time.
this on some crazy shit. I don't think this would happen whatsoever. But let me ask you this: Kawhi shit get voided. They
Stop.
pick
Stop.
Kawhi get voided. He come to the Warriors instead of LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Then now that you have that nucleus that fits together well because Kawhi could shoot and Curry could shoot, then would you want him back? I would take him back. Then I'd say fuck it. We gonna
Not at
let
28,
I mean,
bro.
yeah.
let the
Done.
chick
I mean,
roll.
that's two former DPOYs.
Right.
I mean,
You want
that's
to
a
take
different
your
story.
chances, bro.
No, I
I
mean,
That's
bro,
a different story.
I'm
no.
gonna be honest with you guys, bro. As far as Kawhi and why I'm optimistic on a chance that he will come to the Bay, is that motherfucker wants to be close to California. So he's
Right,
not going to the Lakers. He
right.
wants. He's in
And
San
he not
Diego,
going to
right?
Sacramento,
He's
brother.
not going to
Why do you guys
Sac.
assume that the league would void Kawhi's
I'm
Not
not.
an
contract?
I
issue.
mean, it's
I'm
Like
bro.
rumored. It's
I
rumored.
I have I have a mentality, bro, and this and I don't like I said, I don't even really pay attention to much of the league talk. I listen to some of the dudes, but most of it is fluff and bullshit.
Sure.
Right.
I just personally don't believe that the league will. I think that Clippers team. There's certain teams that are kind of moving on from their old eras, and I think that the Clippers are at the forefront
if
of
the
that.
regular season didn't exist, I think that makes a lot of sense. The problem is I don't know how you get through the regular season with
You
Steph, Kawhi,
you
and,
can
and
make
Durant.
bro.
Right, and
They're doing it,
Kawhi's
bro. They've
not a
been
good
doing.
fit with Green either because Kawhi's a player who's far better on than off the ball.
The,
If
the
you're going to
writing's on
pay Kawhi
the writing's on the
45
wall,
million,
bro.
you want the ball in his hands. You don't
I
want the
know,
ball
but
in
don't you
If
Draymond's
want to?
hands.
Kawhi
Don't you want to
comes,
see what it
guys,
looks like
if Kawhi
defensively,
if
brother?
Kawhi
Again,
comes, Draymond's gone, bro.
as a Warriors fan, you have to acknowledge that the only reason why this makes any sense is because Steph's not going to go anywhere. So you just have to get off of this money and kind of do a soft rebuild as he walks out. I'm sorry, like that. Contending with with these assets
Guys,
is foolish. You don't have the books for it. You don't have the market for it. Get off Green and try to hope that Jimmy comes back next year with a
I
decent
think he.
roster. I'm
I'm
sorry,
just
like
saying from the Kawhi perspective, guys. We know he likes to be in L.A.
cool.
Kawhi, we know he likes to be. He lives in San Diego. We know he wants to be close to California. There's only one other California team that he can come to. Here, the Bay.
Bro,
He's not going to Sac.
he's not going anywhere. They're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
void
there's other
Kawhi's
teams. Phoenix
contract.
is not that far from LA either. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not going to
He not
Phoenix,
going to
bro.
Phoenix, bro.
He's not
No,
going to.
I
They
mean
just got.
if
They got
He's
Green. They
not
got
going
Brooks.
to
They got.
Phoenix. I
no,
Bro,
can
he got.
bet
They
you
have.
whatever
depends
you
if
want to
Kawhi,
Bro,
bet.
they have.
depends if Kawhi
Bro,
wants
they
a
have
contender or just
Green,
wants to
Brooks,
play.
and Booker. Where's he gonna go?
If Kawhi wasn't an idiot, he'd take a pay cut and go to San Antonio. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, but
Bro,
he
he
doesn't want.
don't
Bro, he
want
doesn't
to
want to
be
be
there.
He's
He
there.
not going
hates
back to San
them.
Antonio.
He
I don't
wants
give a
to
damn. Go
be
win a
in
championship, you
California.
fool.
He hates
He's
them.
got 2 rings, bro. Bro, he just won another bag.
Yeah, but
What's
I
up
mean,
with
the
these
other
dudes
thing is,
not
if Kawhi was really
trading
about
like
winning, he
champions?
would have never left Toronto. He wants to be
Here
home.
we
He
go
wants
with
to be
this
in
Exactly.
LA.
He wants to
So
be in,
I
bro.
don't
He
I don't
wants
think Kawhi cares about going to a winning situation.
He,
He'll
they,
he
probably
wants
just
to
go
be
to
in
a team.
California.
He'll probably just go to a team close to home
I
that's
mean,
willing to pay.
they probably would have lost to that Lakers team. Well,
What's
on the
closer
start.
to San Diego than the Bay Area other than LA?
Sure, but there's
nowhere.
also a chance. I mean, there are other teams that may sign him, whether it's Phoenix or other teams in
He's
the area.
not
The other
going
thing
to
is,
Phoenix,
Phoenix,
Kawhi,
bro,
bro.
they're
Kawhi
not
may
Shut
look
signing
at
up.
him, bro.
Kawhi may
Bro,
look
they
at
got
retiring as well with his knees.
he ain't
He's
retiring,
not
bro. He going
going
another
to
bag.
retire.
This dude's a top
His
10
knees
player in the
are
league, bro.
basically
He ain't
cooked.
retiring. He's gonna make the All NBA team this year. He's not retiring.
Right,
Not
but
yet.
again, his knees don't hold up full season. And
No, I get it. I'm just,
That's
bro.
fine, but he not going to just go from being top 10 or retiring.
Yeah, this team.
he's
There's
not
a world
capable of
where he
playing a
ends up in
full
the
season
Bay. That's
anyway.
all I'm saying, guys. There's a world where he ends up
Oh, I
here.
agree. I definitely think it's possible.
I think so too. I
There's a
genuinely think
world,
that it's a
man.
good chance. I think if anything, it should be. I think if he leaves out the Clippers, I think the Warriors are a top 3 destination out of the
Did you
whole
guys
league.
see that interview where he said where they were asking him when Harden got traded and he was like, "Yeah, it's over."
Yeah,
Yeah.
He was talking about that era of the Clippers being. There's a reason they went and got Garland. There's a reason they got rid of Zubac. That Kawhi trade has set that. They for one, they set up the next fucking dynasty in OKC, and it fucked the Clippers harder than any other team that I've seen in recent memory get fucked. He will not be there anymore, bro. They got that new
I
stadium.
mean,
They're
not just
ushering
the
in a new
Clippers, it fucked
era
the
there.
entire league.
Yeah, but he
Just because
also
of
has a
Shea.
player option. So if his contract doesn't get voided with his player option, he's not an easy player to get
He's a
to
sign and
trade
trade,
either.
bro.
Bro, if the Warriors front office had the foresight to realize this is gonna happen, they probably would have kept Clay and just let this shit ride out. This is I don't know how
Clay
you
wanted to
pivot.
leave though, bro. He
I
wanted
don't
to
get
leave on his own.
I don't that's not true. Clay just wanted to get respected and paid. Then
if,
the Warriors
if the
spit in his
Warriors
face.
if the Warriors somehow get a top 10 pick, bro, they better not fucking even think of trading that shit,
No,
bro.
no, I mean no. Whoa. No, okay, listen. If you get a top three
No, no.
pick, then you're cooking with hot fish grease. Do not trade that pick. But if it's like a 10 or 11, gang, listen. You're not getting LeBron James at a 10, 11 pick. Like you're not getting the next Wemby at that pick, bro. So you might as
So let me
well.
ask you guys a
No, but
question.
like this draft
Hypothetical
class is just like
situation,
one
If
of
bro.
the
they get like
absolute best.
if they get
Hold
like
on,
Nate
hold on.
Hammond or whatever, they
Who,
better be happy as fuck.
who are you?
You
Hypothetical
can't
situation.
miss in this draft class.
Hypothetical situation. You get